Hello everyone, it's just me, Johnny Crispo Video speaking. Here's an update about my backyard game Barney stuff I have. First, here is a copy of the Backyard Show. This was Barney's first ever show to be produced. It was released on October 13th, 1988. Fortunately, I wanted to ask you something. I realized that this video was not the first video, because you know why? A Day at the Beach takes place before the Backyard Show because the game gets to meet Barney in A Day at the Beach because they didn't know who Barney was. So, this video takes place before the Backyard Show. But let's get back to the Backyard Show. Anyways, the gang already knows Barney in this video. Well, in A Day at the Beach, they didn't because they got to meet Barney for the first time. Let me ask you something else. My copy of A Day at the Beach goes really well until something happens during the end credits. When Sandy Duncan says, "I love you," there was a part that got all scrunched up, and I heard about the tape was about to break, so I immediately ran away, but I knew the tape was about to break, so I immediately took it out of the VCR and saw that the tape was going to be worn out. So I might get a new copy of this tape pretty soon. Anyways, this copy of the Backyard Show I got was from Amazon. And this is the same copy that my brother got for his first birthday in February 8, 1993. Maybe 8 months or so before I was born. Let me show you. Here's the Wine School logo and the Buy Home Video logo. And here are Barney's creators, Cheryl Lee Stamps, Kathy Parker, and Dennis D. Shader, or Saada. And here's the pictures. And here's the tape label. Now, 3 wishes. I got this from Amazon as well, along with Campfire Sing Along and Barney Goes to School, and this Backyard Show. If you notice that in this video, Jason was only seen in the beginning and near the end of the episode because you know why I found out according to Bob West? Jason was being a brat during the first 3 videos of the series. His actor, Lionel Gray, was upset about it. So, in the future videos, he was replaced by Derek and Waiting for Santa. Well, let's get back to 3 wishes though. If you notice, Barney takes the game on 3 trips. To the playground, outer space, and to a farm. If you notice that in this video, Sandy Duncan sings a song by herself called "Friends Are Forever Wherever When They Make Believe." This was a heartwarming tribute to Barney. Here's the back cover, and look, there's Moon's Kid in the game at the farm. If you notice, on the back of this tape, you see the blue screens that they were shown. Now here's the tape label. Now, A Day at the Beach. This is the tape that I got from my friend who decided to give it to me. When I watched it at my grandmother's one time when I was little, if you notice that I told you this before earlier, that the end credits got merged up because the tape was about to break. So I immediately took it out of the VCR. But no film came out of the tape at all. It was pretty weird. And also I told you about this, but The gang gets to meet Barney in this video because it takes place before the backyard show. And this is the final appearances of Mom, Dad, Jason, and Barney's last time being Dark Purple. Oh, I forgot to mention something to you. In the first 3 videos, Barney was a dark color purple. Well, in the beginning of Waiting for Santa, he started to get a true magenta purple color. Let's get on to Waiting for Santa. Sorry if you hear me cough. This is the first appearance of Derek, who replaced Jason. If you notice in this video, this was the only episode where Barney's not seen coming to life. Instead, he comes down the chimney as Santa Claus. In the original version of this tape, if you notice that the cover has a picture of Santa Claus on it instead of Barney. And in the original version as well has a picture of Barney in the game with Mrs. Claus at Santa's workshop. Now, for Australia releases, this is called Barney's Happy Holidays. Here's the back cover, and here's the tape label. In this one, also, you will get to see Adam for the last time until he returns and Barney goes to school. Because in this video, Barney's campfire sing-along, he wasn't seen at all, because Jeffrey will replace her for unknown reasons. Now, let me talk about these 2 videos, and Barney goes to school. If you notice that in these 3 videos, Bob West, the one who voiced Barney, voices different characters as well, like the snowman, the bear who lives in the cave, and the 3 bears from the Goldilocks and the 3 Bears play. Now, let me show you the back cover. But first, let me show you the front. The bear has a clock in his hands. Also, Barney's Campfire Sing-Along and Barney Goes to School are the only videos to teach educational lessons, while all the other videos in the series feature more about entertainment and stuff. Now, let's get back to what I was saying. Barney Goes to School. This is last time Barney's being skinny, and feature the returns of Adam. Also, the first time I Love You song at the end instead of the beginning, because in Campfire Sing-Along, it was the last time to have I Love You song at the beginning. Also in the original release, it has some previews, and the fan card promo and get your own Barney doll like Waiting for Santa. Also, in the original version of Waiting for Santa, Barney tells parents about to audition their kids for a 5-minute video contest. And now, let's get to Barney in Concert. Barney in Concert was performed in Dallas, Texas in 1991, with the first appearance of Baby Bump and Barney's first time being around her. If you notice that in the original 1991 release of this video, this has the debut version of the original version of Everyone is Special. And this copy I have, the 1996 or 95 one, has the redubbed version of Everyone is Special. Also, if you notice, when they get to sing I Love You, it sounds like very familiar to the Barney and Friends version one. And now, the final Barney video, Walk with Barney. This is the last video of the series, and also the first appearances of Kathy. And if you notice in this video, this is the only video to use the Barney doll from the Barney fan club, like this one right here. And it was the only video to use a real Barney doll, not counting any stage shows. Let me show you the dolls real quick. this is a lot of fun explaining about my backyard game videos. This is Jeremy Crispo Videos signing off now.